Alright, so, as you know, I am watching every single episode in the Clone Wars, starting with Season 1, going all the way to Season 7. Making a review for every single episode, because I'm a Giga Chad and I feel like doing it. Alright, but, getting into it, Episode 9, Cloak of Darkness. Now, I want to start this off by saying, damn, I didn't think Ventress was this thick. Fuck! Yo, she gonna make me act. Wait, let me see her age real quick. I gotta, Massage, Ventress, age, Clone Wars. Let me just, make sure everything's legal here. Age, uh, um, where's the age at? Bro, they got pronouns? They ain't got fucking age on here? Alright, I'm just gonna assume she's of age. Fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, she's definitely of age. I hope she's of age. But damn, she's thick. Alright, that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying I would do anything to her. Just saying that she's thick. Now, that was the first thing I noticed in the episode, because you get a nice, back cam of, just saying. Moving on. Sorry. Moving on. I can get past the bald head, just saying. Anyways. No, this episode was pretty good. This starts off this is a continuation from episode 8, continuing into the Cloak of Darkness. It's a pretty good episode, pretty solid. Now, this is one of my more fondly remembered arcs as a child. This has Commander Gree for the first time. Commander Gree's, I love all the commanders. There's not like a commander I can think of that's shit. I thought every commander in the Clone Wars from my childhood memory is goated. And, Commander Gree fucking up that Senate guard. Get pretty Giga Chad of him, not gonna lie. So, I think it was a cool showcase of Commander Gree, because we really never see, he might be Captain Gree. I might be getting the name wrong. I think it's Commander Gree. Yeah, we don't really get to see a lot of commanders do their thing in the Clone Wars, but we get to see Gree in this, and he's able to fuck up a Senate guard, proving that Senate guards are pussies, just saying. But this is the first time we get to see a Senate guard really have a personality outside of defending the Senate, pretty much. But, no, I thought it was pretty cool. I thought Commander Gree did his job well enough to, he's distinct. He's kind of just like, all clones are fairly basic in terms of what you can do with their personality, but Gree seems to be like, I don't give a fuck who you are, I'm gonna shoot that gun out of your hand and tussle with you, literally knocking out that Senate guard like a Giga Chad. But yeah, Commander Gree, cool ass commander to get introduced in this episode. We also got to see Asajj Ventress fight Ahsoka, and I'm blanking on that Jedi's name, but she's the one who trains, the one that looks just like her, but not wearing that funky headpiece. I can't remember her name. Oh, now it's pissing me off. Fuck. Endula? And that sounds right. I think, Master Endula. Something like that. It's gotta be something like that. It's an Ula, I think. Now, she gets arrogant and she thinks she can take Ventress on, and then Ventress is just like, JK, lol, I'm gonna do some dirty tricks and put steam in your eye and, throw bombs around the place. And then she gets basically cornered into a position where she has a fucking giant steel thing that's got her leg caught, and Ventress is about to assassinate that bitch. Ahsoka disobeys direct orders because she feels like it's the best thing to do, and she runs to the Master's rescue, rescuing the Master, but in turn, Commander Gree gets in that little scuffle with the Senate guard, because the Senate guard is actually paid off by Ventress, which is a little interesting that the first time we get, like, a real character from the Senate guard, it is a, someone who betrays them. I kind of don't like that aspect, just being honest, because I think, having a clone go rogue kind of makes sense, because like, all the mannerisms of, like, the good clones that follow the Republic, so it's, like, easy to be like, okay, what's that guy in Bad Batch? Hunter, I think his name is? That guy's definitely gonna betray everyone, because he's, like, reserved, doesn't give a fuck about anyone. So if anyone's gonna betray anyone, it's gonna be Hunter, you know what I mean? Not Hunter, what's his name? It's not Deadshot. What is his name? Something I. Fuck. I can't remember his name. God damn, I'm so bad with names. Anyways, yeah, I don't like the Senate Guard personality being introduced and then immediately just sent as like a rogue, but it's not like a terrible thing. It's just like something I don't prefer. But overall, good episode, good animation, nothing clunky. Ventress looking thick. Just saying. Getting past that bald head, it's okay. But good lightsaber duel between the Padawan Master and Ventress. A little bit interesting that they're kind of giving Ventress's level here stronger than the average Jedi, which is fair. I guess that's fair. Requiring a Padawan is a little interesting to me. Just because that just makes it a 2v1, and that's, you know, I know Jedi are about, you know, preserving law and order and whatever, but, like, a 2v1 isn't technically fair, you know what I mean? You should probably get some stronger Jedi to fight Ventress, just saying. But no, it's pretty interesting that Ventress, pretty much from this episode, has confirmed her skill level, at least in terms of winning fights, not necessarily with dueling, in terms of the form. Her skill level is fairly high, enough to beat the average Jedi, which makes sense on why she's a Jedi assassin. A proper one. Looking at you, Acolyte. Just saying. You know, if you want a Jedi assassin, you know, just saying. And this one's bald, alright? This one doesn't even look attractive, you know. You know, Ventress fans, you know. I'm a fan of Ventress, you know, now that I know how thick she is, just saying. You know, anyways. But yeah, overall, I thought it was a pretty good episode. Nothing really negative to say about it, other than the Senate Guard going rogue, and that's the first time we really get, like, a Senate personality, you know? A Senate Guard personality, I should say. Other than that, I thought it was pretty cool having Ventress needing to prove because of Dooku. And something that's very interesting in the next episode, yeah, I did watch the next episode before making this review, but the next episode's tied to it, so I thought I'd do the saga. Or at least the, I don't know, like, sub-series, I guess, mid-season, or yeah, I guess it's mid-season, you know, Call of Duty terms pulling out here, but, yeah, no, I thought it was a pretty cool, well-rounded episode. Had all the characters, you know, some new characters here and there, a new commander, had some cool scenes, the way they intercepted into the ship with those droids, I thought was pretty cool, and overall, yeah, just another good quality episode. Easy 8 out of 10. Would have been 9 out of 10 if maybe we had more Senate Guards personalities before this episode, but not too shabby, not too, you know, it's not a terrible plot point to have, like, the first trooper introduced, and then that trooper is just, like, the only one with a personality who happens to also be the guy who betrays everyone. It's one of those, like, de moments, you know what I mean? It's almost like watching Force Awakens and seeing Finn take off his helmet compared to every other stormtrooper in the past fucking 100 years, never taking their helmet off once, and Finn's the first guy to do it. Yeah, I can guess who's defecting, you know what I mean? Doesn't take a genius, you know? So, yeah, it's not a bad episode, pretty good. Get to see Gunray. Gunray's pretty much a pussy, and this scene right here, you get to see more of him being a pussy. Senate Guard thinks he got away, scot-free, whatever. Ventress shows up, and Senate Guard's like, I'll give you an adequate portion, whatever. And Ventress is just like, no, good sir. And stabs him right through the chest. And then Gunray's like, you were always my favorite, or whatever he says. I always had a good feeling about you, you know? Fucking banking clan. But yeah, thought it was pretty interesting. Pretty decent episode overall. Gonna be reviewing the next one pretty much right after this video. So, yeah, I'll probably do 2 episodes a day, depending on how I get around to it, I guess. But yeah, for now, episode 9, something shadow, cloak of the shadow, shadow of the cloak, cloak, shadow. Yeah, episode 9, this is the review. Overall, 8 out of 10, solid 8 out of 10. Wouldn't really waver on that for much. You know, did everything you needed to do. With all that being said, want to thank you for making it to the end of this video. And as always, I hope you have a good day.